I'm your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording, as the voice of the streets, but better known as the glue, because I like to keep things together and keep them in their proper perspective. How y'all doing out there? Y'all see the title, right? Y'all see the title on this Wild Out Wednesday, Hump Day. Yeah, it's a Wild Out Wednesday. It's a Hump Day, man. I decided to jump on here today and have a conversation with the people, man. I was on the jack yesterday with one of the homies. I'll say his name later. I ain't gonna say his name right now. But I was on the jack yesterday with one of the homies and we had an in-depth conversation about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I'll call the streets and find out what's the temperament. I found out the temperament in the streets of New York was, it was a racial bias out there. It was some racial tension out there. Everybody's wondering where Big Fruit really stand on this shit. Listen, man, I stand 10 toes down. I stand knee deep. And I stand on my square when it comes to this shit, son. I got love for the Boricuas. I'm saying I fucks with some of them niggas. Some of them niggas fucks with me. But my prison experience with them niggas is no good, son. Them niggas be on it, you know what I'm saying? And we call them niggas Germans when they be on it like that. Yo, Uptown was popping. We call them niggas Germans when they be on it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get off my chest and say I ain't got no beef with the Boricuas. Shout out to all my Boricuas. This video is about the culture vultures. Now, Pistol Pete, you know what I'm saying? He ain't the only one to blame for the shit that's been going on for the past 3 weeks. He ain't the only one to blame. The other YouTuber called himself The Connect, where he did that interview. He's a culture vulture. Him and his man, Vlad. They are culture vultures. I'm going to break this shit down for y'all, right? We in an uproar about the lies Pistol Pete told, as we should be. But we not doing a knowledge to the fact that he did that shit on that Pilgrim. Yeah, that white boy. He did that shit on that Pilgrim platform. So now what the Pilgrim does is, he milk it for what it's worth. He probably gave the nigga a couple bands. Yo, I'll do an interview. He probably paid the nigga a couple bands. Now what the Pilgrim do is, he get all he could get out of the nigga. And Brandon mentioned that in his interview, but it went over my head a little bit when Brandon was like, yo, he got caught up. He let the white boy play him, right? So now I'm doing analysis saying, oh shit, the white boy got all he could get out the nigga, get out the nigga, get out the nigga. Now the white boy on the interview in the video. That shit is at damn near 280,000 views. I'm going to repeat that. That video is damn near at 280,000 views. 280,000 views. The white boy milked that interview by also chopping the interview up into over 25 shorts on YouTube. Each one of them shits is at 50,000 plus. So he's killing the game off this interview that we all in the uproar about, right? Smash that like button, son. There's 20 of y'all in here with 5 likes, man. I will not proceed. I will not proceed another word. Smash the like button, son. Now y'all being disrespectful. Smash the like button. Real talk. ENY318, how you doing this morning? Good morning. Smash the like button when you come up in here. Y'all niggas is bugging. Y'all want this fire-ass content, smash the like button and act like y'all know. But anyway, the white boy then took the video and he milked it for all it's worth. And this is what they do. See, black and Latino people, we got to understand, son, it ain't all about the dollar. Because that white boy probably waved a couple dollars in your face. You ran over there. You jumped on the platform. You dumbed out. You told some lies. Now you looking crazy. The white boy then gave you a couple dollars. That couple dollars done ran out. Now the white boy got the video and he's milking it. Milking it. Not only is he milking it, but we in the uproar over the shit. Because the white man done stirred you up, got you all riled up. You took a shot at the black folk. Now the black and Latinos is beefing and the white man laying in the cut. The white dude laying in the cut let this video run. He in the cut, letting his video run, making money while Pistol Pete done embarrassed himself, humiliated himself, and ruined his reputation, if you ask me. And then he got me on YouTube fighting with him. Got Brandon on YouTube G-checking him. Got me fighting with the Latin community in my Instagram comments. The white man created all this shit. Culture vultures, son. Him and Vlad, they culture vultures. He do what Vlad do. See, this is what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this, right, I want y'all to take the time out and think about these three huge ass platforms on YouTube, these culture vultures. You got Vlad, you got The Connect, you got I Am Big, and I think the dude 22 Jumper, whatever the fuck he is. You take them dudes, right? Research all of their platforms. They didn't start their platforms off true crime, urban crime, or jail stories, my nigga. That's not how they built their platforms. They built their platforms doing whatever the fuck they was doing, and now they trying to cross over into our world with true crime from the urban community. They trying to tap into jail stories, niggas from the hood that Rikers Island and all that other shit. That's what they doing. They're crossing over, right? But let me say this. St. Laz is the one who started the jail stories with the Rikers Island and all that shit, right? St. Laz did that. And he had a hell of a run until he came up with a new idea, which was the LG story. Telling a story about a hood. He brung in Big Fruit, and we smoked that motherfucker. Now to this day, everybody's trying to emulate what we did with St. Laz. Salute, Chewy. Everybody's trying to emulate, and we not hating on nobody. We want everybody to get out there, represent your hood, tell the hood stories, because it's a million hoods in America. It's a million, you know what I'm saying, jails in America. It's a bunch of that shit out there. But let's not forget, St. Laz is the one responsible for this shit. St. Laz is responsible for this shit. And when it comes to telling the story of your hood, come on, son. The LG story is responsible for everything that came behind it. But these white boys, these culture vultures, are the ones who get everybody of some importance, everybody with a so-called big name, to go to them. Like, why wasn't Pistol Pete making it his business to tell his jail stories with St. Laz? That's what he should have done. But he ran to the almighty dollar by the culture vulture. And look what the fuck happened. Culture vulture, son. Y'all gotta stay woke, son. Y'all gotta stay woke. Pistol Pete could have went on the Real Big Fruit podcast and told his Rikers Island and up north history. He probably wouldn't have been able to embellish the way he did, but he'd have got his shit off and he'd have helped a real nigga platform blow. Because that's what we doing. We not helping each other, son. We run into these crackers and they culture vultures. This is a weird level of delusion. Shut the fuck up. And white gray up on the blunt. I'm reading some of these comments. I can't understand none of this shit y'all talking. So I'm going to just keep running my mouth because y'all ain't making no sense. Or did I lose you? You know what I'm saying? Or did I lose you or confuse you? But this video is about the culture vultures, my nigga. These niggas is culture vultures. They raping the game. They making hundreds of thousands of dollars while these dudes who run to them tell their stories sitting in the hood fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he told that same shit on the hood DVD 20 years ago. 20 years ago when everybody was in the joint, nobody got to see it or hear it. Now niggas is out here, niggas is G-checking that shit. So I don't want to hear nobody tell me about that 20-year-old DVD no more. I don't want to hear about that shit, son. But once again, yo, Mo, what's popping? Once again, this is about these fucking culture vultures, bro. These culture vultures. We keep running to the almighty dollar. Yo, this nigga over here got 10 bands for me for an interview. Yo, this nigga over here got 20 bands for me for an interview. Because Vlad let it be known he pays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure the Connect, I Am Big, them niggas is paying niggas. So niggas is running over there, getting that little bread, sit down there and do the interview. Some people are being careful with the things they say at their mouth. Some people are not. But at the end of the day, y'all sitting on the platform with the culture vulture. A nigga that don't mean no good to us. And when it comes to your you know what I'm saying, your street rep and your street history, or your jail rep and your jail history, St. Laz is the one niggas should be piling on, son. St. Laz. He created this jail shit. He created hood stories once the LG story popped off. This is Laz. Laz is the creator for that shit, son. But y'all run the Iron Bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run the motherfucking the Connect. Y'all run the Vlad. You know what I'm saying? The culture vultures. Thinking them niggas gonna help you get where you need to go. Them niggas gonna send your ass to jail. That's what the fuck they gonna do. They gonna send y'all niggas to jail. Because you gotta be built a certain way to interview a nigga and not let him go crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You don't let the nigga go crazy and then take the video and say, yo, we gotta edit that out, son. He shouldn't have said that. Or a nigga say, yo, son, I was drunk, I was tripping, you'll cut that out. Nah, you gotta be built a certain way when you run a platform. Because ain't no way in the world I'm gonna let no nigga sit on my platform and go crazy. Whoa. Chill, son, we ain't here for that. I ain't bring you on my platform to talk crazy. We don't do no editing here. So we gonna nip that in the bud, move on, and have a different conversation. You gotta be built to do that on the camera. These niggas ain't built like that. These crackers, these culture vultures, they love that shit. They let you talk. They let you go crazy. They know that shit gonna run their views up. Because YouTube is a machine. YouTube is a machine that's on everybody's phone and everybody's TV. Everybody watches YouTube. For whatever content they like, you watch YouTube. And what YouTube does is they pick up on the content that you like and they direct you to the videos you may like. Now, when it comes to true crime, jail stories, urban hood tales, when it comes to those categories, you know where YouTube send you? To Vlad, The Connect, I Am Big, and those other platforms that are created and ran by crackers, pilgrims. They don't tap into you and say, you looking for true crime? Go to St. Laz. You looking for urban tales? Go to the Real Big Food Podcast. They don't do that. YouTube send you there, son. These niggas just stole the culture from us. Word. We let them do that. We let them do that. It's a lot of urban podcasts out there on the come up, moving forward podcasts. You know what I'm saying? The Real Big Food Podcast. Who else? Shit. My boy Fangs out in Brooklyn, BK. They got some shit they about to pop off. Forgive me if I can't remember names of podcasts. Blame it on my mind, not my heart. But it's a lot of podcasts out there that dudes could be going on telling their story. Not only getting your story out there and keeping it where it belongs in the urban community before it's elsewhere. Because right now, you jumping on motherfucking The Connect. Niggas in Wyoming hearing the story before niggas in the hood. Come on, son. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So let's connect with motherfucking podcasters, you know what I'm saying, and build up these other channels because that's where you need to be. I keep running over there fucking with the culture vultures, son. I keep fucking with the culture vultures. Niggas is going jail fucking with the culture vultures. And y'all keep running over there, son. It makes no sense. Them niggas is destroying the culture. So I'm not totally putting the blame on Pistol Pete. You know what I'm saying? Pistol Pete's a lying motherfucker. That's all he gonna be to me. He's a lying motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He got up in there, caught up in his motherfucking extraterrestrial shit, and he said a bunch of lies on a platform ran by a culture vulture. The culture vulture allowed him to do that. The culture vulture dragged that shit out of him. The culture vulture just let him go. So it's not all Pistol Pete's fault. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't all Pistol Pete's fault. And like I said, that nigga damn near had 300,000 views for the video. And then he got about 25 shorts. Each one of them shits is at 50K a piece. Like, he's milking that shit, son. He's milking that video, sitting back, YouTube count blowing up, while black and brown people are beefing about the Pistol Pete interview. It gets no better than that when you the white man, son. Stay woke, people. Stay woke, man. Real talk. Y'all know how I do. I come through 6 minutes, Dougie, and say what it is and say what it ain't. And it ain't about these culture vultures. These niggas need to be stopped, son. We got to stop running it up. We got to stop running over there doing interviews, man. They are killing the game. They're going to wipe us out the game soon. I'm telling you, son. The Real Big Fruit podcast is not going to exist fucking with these culture vultures, man. I'm telling you. Y'all better wake up, man. And on that note, I'm going to get up out of here. But before I break out, son, I want to bring y'all this. I said I was on the jack earlier with one of the homies, and I wasn't going to say his name, but I'm going to say his name now. I was on the phone with the one and only St. Laz. And I will be bringing y'all the most recent St. Laz interview. The Real Big Fruit is going to interview St. Laz. St. Laz has a whole lot to say about the topic that I just spoke on. Not only does he have a whole lot to say about this topic, but St. Laz been working hard. He been doing a whole lot of different shit out there. And we going to get all into his business and find out what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? we going to chop it up with him about them bum-ass Knicks. Because he's a big Knicks fan. He get out there and support his Knicks. So we going to talk to him about that as well. You know what I'm saying? But we going to bring St. Laz to the channel. And St. Laz is going to elaborate on this shit. Because something St. Laz said touched my soul. He said, yo, son, black creators been getting it like this since the beginning of the time. He said they've been stealing from us since the beginning of time. They did it to jazz, they did it to the blues, and they doing it to hip hop. He said now they doing it to us on YouTube with our social media content. Yeah, son. When you are a black creator, you will get the short end of the stick. Somebody will try to say they helped you. Someone will try to say they did it before you. Someone will try to steal your ideas, son. So stay on point and stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Listen, it's your boy Big Fruit. Y'all know how I do. I come through 6 minutes, Dougie, say what it is, say what it ain't. And I just wanted to blast off with a different topic other than me fighting with Pistol Pete. I just want y'all to understand that it's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's an understanding. And we have an understanding of what's going on with these culture vultures. So it's not all Pistol Pete fault. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay woke and recognize when these culture vultures are here to create the type of problems they did. Because that white man sitting back watching his YouTube account grow while Pistol Pete is dealing with embarrassment, humiliation, and the shame because he played himself with the lies. And then Fruit fighting with motherfucking Latin community on his Instagram page. That shit is getting tiring. Fruit responding to videos by Pistol Pete. Fruit responding to Pistol Pete other video. Fruit, like the white man created all this shit, son. I woke up like, yo, this ain't right, son. I got to check this shit. So I'm being honest about what's going on, man. And I want y'all to tap in on the comments and let me know how y'all feel as well. You understand what I'm saying? So until next time, y'all be easy. Salute.